So imagine this, you're watching a brand new ad. It's nostalgic, it's slick, it's evocative. It features a typewriter. Remember those, Justin, the old typewriters?
Yes.
Well, the typewriter's automatically tapping out a quote. And then suddenly the Coca-Cola logo swirls in. The references to a novel by novelist J.G. Ballard. But here's the kicker. Ballard actually never wrote what the typewriter said. He never even typed it. He spoke it. You're hearing a translation of a translation, not even from him. Spoken words, filtered through languages, reassembled by somebody else. And now presented, yes, by AI, as if it was literally truth. All in a commercial. Hey, welcome to the world where marketing meets misinformation, and AI becomes a co-author of our collective memory.
Oh, God, what's this about? What's happened?
Okay, so Coca-Cola, you remember Coca-Cola, they did the creepy, weird AI Christmas ad once upon a time. Well, now they've got a new ad campaign. It's called Classic, and it celebrates famous authors. But the kicker is that the famous authors have to have mentioned Coca-Cola. And when the words are typed out by the automatic typewriter from whatever the novel is, then once Coca-Cola is mentioned, bang, here comes the beautiful pop of a lovely Coca-Cola to make you feel as though it's that wonderful Coca-Cola drink that even people have been talking about. The trouble is they got some very basic facts wrong. They got facts wrong about the author, and in fact, Mr. Ballard didn't actually write what they said he did.
So this is a thing where basically this is that thing where they've attributed the book Extreme Metaphors to him.
Yes.
1967.
Yes.
But it was actually from a 2012 posthumous interview collection, which he didn't, he wasn't even alive.
Had nothing to do.
He wasn't alive, I don't think.
No, he wasn't alive. And the person who put that together is also annoyed because the Shanghai, as in China, came up in the typewriter and was misspelt. And he's furious, saying, Mr. Ballard, and in fact the person who put it together, would never misspelt Shanghai.
Yeah, and, well, what does this mean with AI? It's attributing authorship incorrectly and what this time somebody noticed, but what we're looking at here, right, is this problem, where we're going to give more and more autonomy to the AI machine, and it's potentially hallucinating still or creating incorrect details. But if it's not being checked, it's just being accepted?
Yeah. Now, this is one I can't understand. Surely in marketing, and, Coca-Cola can hire the best marketing and the best agencies in the world. This is a different agency to the one who did that creepy, awful Christmas ad, which some people like, to be fair. But surely the agency, if they're going to say we're not going to get humans to research or use AI, surely somewhere in the process that they would fact check it. Now, it's even weird that they use this guy Ballard, because I don't know if you know much about Ballard, but
I do. I'm actually a huge fan of Ballard, but he's obscure.
He's obscure, but he also had a very controversial,
quite a controversial life.
Crash. Yeah. A book called Crash, which was about people having sex in car crashes.
They actually that it was aphilia. The book's theme was that they were sexually turned on.
They were turned
by of crashed cars and being damaged and human.
So it's not actually a really good look for a family brand of Coca-Cola.
Maybe they're just getting more edgy. Maybe the AI has worked out that Coke needs to get edgier.
It probably has. But, this, as I say, you would think this is a real lesson for marketing people who run ad agencies. Surely before you launch, you're going to check. Surely there's going to be some guidance around the use of AI if you're going to do it. Surely there's some code of ethics that you're going to use if you're going to use Gen AI in a commercial, that there needs to be not just handing over completely to AI and then just accept the fact that it's all there. That's what I can't understand.
I mean, basically we're looking at a thing here where, in a way, it's created a historical error because it's created this misinformation, right?
Yes.
But then in a way, the danger is it could become some sort of mechanical thing that's, if it's repeated enough or whatever, it almost becomes accepted.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, that reminds me of a thing called, obliteration by incorporation. It's obliteration by incorporation, and it was this, sort of coined term by a guy called Robert Merton, who was a sociologist. And he basically explains how ideas lose their origin. And what happens with them is that they kind of just lose the citation and the original authorship and, in a sense, just become accepted.
Yeah.
Well, my worry about this obliteration by incorporation idea is this handing over of kind of autonomy to these AI bots and AI generative technologies that are off there doing this thing, a bit like what happened with the Coke. They're producing these outputs, but if it's just going back into the system, it's kind of a misinformation being written into the canonical language of history, because if it's not being checked and then someone else just looks at it, and then what happens is you get this repetition. So someone else quotes it, someone else quotes them. And before long, this misinformation is written into the rug of history as if that is the canonical truth. When in fact it's a complete misinformation and lie. I mean, you could see the danger of this replication of error.
Totally. I just shake my head because, Coke is one of the biggest corporations in the world, and they've got the money to do it right. And especially after the Christmas ad got so much flack for the AI, I can't understand how they just handed it over.
Well, it's like they've created a AI cultural middleman. Right?
That's right. Yeah.
And we don't like middlemen. No one loves the middleman. But do you think that there's a danger in that, letting AI act as a curator and creator, or in this sense, almost a corrupter of our cultural archives?
Well, that's right. I mean, if no one had picked it up later, yeah, the 404 Media, good on them, they picked it up, news site. If no one had actually picked it up, then it would just become part of history. Rewriting history, I think, is one of the dangers with AI at this stage. And I've certainly had examples, and you probably have too, Justin, where AI has rewritten history and claimed things that simply might be, misinterpreted from Google, and somewhere along the lines has picked this up from some search somewhere and gone wrong. And that's what worries me.
It's almost like we've got a danger of going from truth to simulation, right? So this kind of situation of the middleman, the AI middleman of culture, creating almost this synthetic culture.
Yes.
Looks plausible, certainly pleasing, but it's completely wrong.
Completely wrong.